Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Utah Jazz tonight. As a result of tonight's game, the Lakers beat the number one seed in the Western Conference in the Utah Jazz in overtime with the offensive attack. And you can make the argument that the defensive side of the Los Angeles Lakers played a huge role of the fourth quarter for them to go into overtime with the help of Dennis Schroder, who made a huge influence on the final seconds left into the fourth quarter to go into the overtime game against the Utah Jazz. And guys, I have to say, before I get into the Lakers' great performance against the Utah Jazz, let's give a lot of credit to the Utah Jazz because, they're playing very well this season, and it all has to do with Donovan Mitchell, who is playing a very good season this season and throughout his career so far. And he just one of those type of players that I just really respect, and he has a bright future ahead of him, and he's just one of those type of players that you can obviously have on your team, and he will basically score for you in any given moment. And Donovan Mitchell, with his greatness, did not play tonight. He suffered an injury a couple of days ago. I think it was he had an MCL injury, but hopefully maybe he gets a speedy recovery and comes back to the Utah Jazz. But being a Laker fan, the less help for the Utah Jazz, the better, because the Lakers are going for another repeat this year, and it just kind of builds up the type of momentum of the Lakers going into the playoffs for these next couple of weeks. And with the return of Anthony Davis and LeBron James, will plays a huge wonders. Even if Donovan Mitchell was on the team still, I'm guaranteed the Lakers would beat the Utah Jazz at any given moment into the playoffs if they were facing them, and with Donovan Mitchell on the team. But Jordan Clarkson, I was a huge fan of his during his time with the Los Angeles Lakers. He was the steal of the draft during that time, and he's paying off huge wonders. He is going to be the Sixth Man of the Year champion, and it's just I just hated the fact that Magic Johnson at that time traded Jordan Clarkson to the Cleveland Cavaliers at that time. And I know some of you might be thinking, I know the reason behind it was because they were trying to clear cap space, and I understood that. That's how we got LeBron James. But, it is what it is. Let's just get into the game tonight against the Utah Jazz. I was going on a rant there, but, it's just I had to put some appreciation for Jordan Clarkson and what he has been doing for these past couple of years so far. And I just believe he deserves the Sixth Man of the Year because he's having an outstanding year with the Utah Jazz, being a guy coming off the bench. But the Lakers side had a great performance, especially when it came to the third and fourth quarter. It really looked like the Lakers were going to finish it off in the fourth quarter, but the Utah Jazz came back with the offensive side, and it's just one of those type of situations that the Lakers needed to put their defensive ability on power mode and just go all in when it's all said and done. And that's how we led into the overtime game, and with the greatness of our players tonight. And Andre Drummond, coming back after, dealing with the toe injury. He was out in the last game against the Boston Celtics. But, it just played huge wonders of his ability and his addition to the Los Angeles Lakers on the offensive side, averaging tonight 27 points and had 8 rebounds. He was more on the offensive side of the game tonight instead of defensively and grabbing those rebounds, because that all had to do with Markieff Morris, who had a double-double out there tonight with, I believe he had 10 points and 12 rebounds, leading the Lakers tonight with 12 rebounds tonight. And But Andre Drummond came with the offensive side, 27 points, leading the Lakers with scoring. So great job on his part, and hopefully we can see more out of him for these next couple of games, and going into the playoffs with his offensive side can average, because he's not known to put out like 20 points a game. I mean, the guy has been well known throughout his career, putting out great rebounding ability, 10 to 12 rebounds a game. He is well known for throughout his career in the NBA. And just hopefully we can see more of the offensive side out of him more often than the rebounding side. But I mean, evenly. Hopefully we can see that from Andre Drummond. So great job from the Penguin. I hope he can change his nickname moving forward. But Dennis Schroder was the sung hero, quote unquote, of the fourth quarter for the Los Angeles Lakers. Had 25 points and just went on the field goal attempts. I mean, he was going to the rim at any given moment, and it's just played huge wonders of the Lakers winning tonight. I believe he went 11 of 22, maybe it was 12 of 22 from the field. So, kind of played, like I mentioned, huge wonders of the Lakers win tonight. And we witnessed that in the fourth quarter, last seconds left into the fourth quarter, which led the Lakers into the overtime game. And he was a huge help to the Lakers on that particular part on the offensive side. So great job for Dennis Schroder. KCP also averaged 25 points. I mean, he surprisingly stepped up for the Lakers tonight. I believe he went 5 of 11 or 5 of 10 from the three. So the shooting ability from the three played huge wonders also to help the Lakers gain the lead. I think it was happening during the third quarter where he was going for these shooting abilities out there for the Los Angeles Lakers from the three. So at any given moment when the Lakers need some huge help, when they're about to win a game, you can just tell that KCP will step up to the plate. And that's how he helped out the Lakers in the playoffs with his shooting ability and the defensive side as well. So great job out there for KCP. And guys, let's just put this out there right now. I think KCP plays very well alongside Andre Drummond because, they are former teammates in Detroit alongside, Markieff Morris. So the combination of those three players have a history of playing with each other. It just shows that the Lakers can win games in these certain circumstances, in these situations. So, want to put that note out there for all of you to know. And, Kyle Kuzma, he had, I believe, 13 or 12 points out there tonight. I think he went 2 of 2 from the three and had, I might be mistaken, I think he had 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. Not on the scoring side, but, he did help the Lakers on the defensive side of the ball. So a great job for a solid performance for Kuz out there tonight. And then when it comes to the bench, honestly, there was not a lot of activity when it comes to the bench side. Maybe defensively from Alex Caruso, and also Montrezl Harrell, who averaged I believe 12 points and had, I believe, 7 or 8 rebounds out there for the bench. And then THT, he also had I believe 8 points out there tonight. And it's just not a lot of activity on the offensive side from the bench, but defensively they were there for the Lakers to have this win against the number 1 seed in the Western Conference in the Utah Jazz. And it's just one of these type of wins that you need to put under your belt when it comes down to the Lakers' circumstances of not having LeBron and Anthony Davis in the starting lineup, those two superstars who are the main focal point of the team's success of winning games, and especially last season when we won the championship. So it's kind of great to see this Lakers team stepping up to the plate. And obviously, with Andre Drummond leading the way, it kind of plays a huge wonders of how the Lakers, mindset going into the season with, and ending the season really on with a couple of games to go. It kind of plays huge wonders of how the Lakers are dealing with the circumstances they're in without LeBron and Anthony Davis. And when it comes to wins like these, I'll take them because it kind of plays huge wonders and of how the Lakers seat-wise are in the advantage of how they will potentially have home court, or potentially who will they be facing. It will be an easy first round or second round circumstances. And I'm just loving it. I'm loving how the Lakers have been playing so far. Well, not so far really, but it's due to the circumstances. It's a solid performance for the Lakers, without LeBron and Anthony Davis. It is what it is, guys. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and please give me your thoughts about the Lakers win against the Utah Jazz tonight. By the way, they are going to be facing the Utah Jazz again on Monday. I might be mistaken. I think it is in Utah or is in Staples Center. And just on a quick note, it's always great to see Laker fans back in Staples because, Laker games without fans, Laker fans cheering for them, it's just not the same. And it's just always great to see the Lakers fans back in Staples due to the circumstances of COVID. Kind of plays somewhat of a great thing to watch when it comes to seeing Laker fans in Staples. So it's always great to see that. But I really want to know, guys, your thoughts and your opinions about the Lakers tonight and so far of the performances of our Lakers tonight. Who do you really think played to the best of their abilities tonight? Was it Andre Drummond? Was it Dennis Schroder? KCP? I mean, the list goes on. I mean, all the Lakers tonight stepped up their role out there tonight, and I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.